Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a market update and to look at some stocks that I added today. I added Smci and I also got stopped out on my IWM short. It was obviously the wrong call with the Fed cutting rates, so I took a $200 loss on this position. But I've added the SMCI to my long term. I think they look pretty good. Here's what I'm looking at right here. I'm thinking we're going to start another impulsive wave right here. I think we're in a 1. We can possibly pull back a little bit more than this. With it being Friday and with us having such a big move, I see that we could probably pull back a little bit Friday. So I'd be on the lookout for that. OSCR, I've been adding to this ever since we've come down here and tagged this line. This is like a healthcare stock, but if you look on the monthly, we've got a huge reversal pattern. This is called a cup and handle. Also, inverse head and shoulders right here at the bottom. And this thing could go 3, 4. This thing could really take off because this is a monthly chart. And when you see something like this, the sky's the limit, really. So I believe at any time right now would be a good time to add. Also, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just showing you some charts that I'm looking at and some positions that I'm interested in. You can do with it what you will. Also on the NASDAQ, it started breaking out higher. But we did get a daily. This daily candle is bearish if confirmed. So I'm really not sure. And we haven't had any pullbacks, really. The VIX has been pretty much dead. But this is a bearish candle right here. And we have a gap. So it's showing exhaustion. This could be an ABC, or we're in a 3 and coming down for a 4 and then another leg up. So it could play out either way. We haven't had any volatility, so I'm not sure. It would catch everybody off guard if something was to pop off with that. The VIX is green on the day, but I really wouldn't worry about your positions until the VIX breaks above $16, $17. And if we see some kind of form of a different wave structure here, that's when I would worry about your holdings and possibly hedge. Or what I like to do, I sell covered calls on stocks that I own. If this starts to break out here, you can generate income by selling weeklies on whatever you own, especially if you own a tech company or a blue chip stock, you can generate quite a bit of income. And if you're interested in learning more about that, reach out to me on Facebook or on my Substack. Also, I've got a lot of people that are watching my videos that they're not following or subbing. So if you would do that and also share, it helps my channel and it helps me to keep going if you are interested in this stuff. So we'll look at the SPY. We had a gap the same way and the same kind of bearish candle. So I believe this would catch everybody off guard if we did have a pullback right here, because everybody's bullish right now. So if we start getting a breakdown or something, I I would try to hedge your positions with puts, or just wait until we get a decent pullback and then start adding to whatever positions you got, and maybe you can get some stocks that are the leaders and get them on a pullback. Let's see. I was going to look at the put call ratio to see. This thing actually turned green, which is weird. We turned green up here and it topped out too, and it had a pullback. And with Friday normally we give about 20% of the monthly range or the weekly range, especially if we went up all week. Friday normally gives a little bit back. So I'd be on the lookout for that. And I'll try to push out another video this weekend, depending on how Friday goes. I want to say we've done 5 right here, but I was looking, and I'm not trying to fight the Fed or anything like that. And I was looking back here at 2022 and the possibility of having something like this. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a 5-wave move right here on the monthly. So really not sure how far it could go. But I would for sure be careful because valuations are really high. The reason I bought SMCI, they're relatively cheap to other stocks. Maybe we come up here a little bit higher, maybe 700. And then this thing helps right here, this parallel channel. You can use it on TradingView. It gives you an idea of where the market's probably headed. There's a lot of symmetry in the market, so it's kind of cool to look at. Seeing everything kind of lines up right here. I'm just in the channel. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar's down. I think yields were rising this morning, which is weird. I know the last time the Fed cut rates, the 10-year went up. But at the moment, I think small caps will be the outperformers. And maybe we get a pullback in the NASDAQ. Here's NVTS. This is a small cap stock I'm looking at. I think it's a good long-term play. BBAI, Soundhound. Oscar is the main one that I like. Here's On Semi, which they're still priced pretty high, but this is not the worst entry point. They were almost $100 a piece. But anyways, I'll do another update this weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you don't care, give me a follow, share, and a sub. And y'all have a good rest of your day.